All right, we're getting ready. We'll be live in just another minute or two. All right, hope y'all are ready because we are here. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Demon Souls, the original Shield only. My first challenge run of this game. And to go with that, we have finally the full reveal of my PNG tuber, my full form, at last for thine eyes. Welcome, Narni. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've made some reference to working with an artist. Look upon the incredible work of one Dayonaise. Uh, that is Dayo, Dayo, and the rest much like mayonnaise. You can possibly find them through just Dayo is usually what they go by, but yeah. Dayonaise is the artist, did an incredible job. Before I get underway in this wonderful OG Blight Town. I just want to take a moment to highlight this some more. Oh, whoops, that's the edit mode. And that's the gear icon. Okay. So we've got, there we are, couple expressions. Hell yeah, there's the Dayonaise. You can find Dayonaise on Blue Sky or TikTok. I highly recommend you do. They are wonderful to talk to, and they have wonderful work they create. It's not the first time I've gotten art from Day and A's, and every time it's been a treat. Thank you so much again. This is so awesome. And then we have Sad. Uh, yeah. So I think we're probably gonna you're probably gonna see a lot of this today. I feel like when I get to World 4 is when you're gonna see this and this a little more. Because oh boy, World 4 is special. Hey, thank you for that. And absolutely welcome to it. Deo, let me send you something real quick, Deo, because I don't think you have it. Uh, Dale, no pressure is up to you, but if you want to, I just sent you a thing. If you want to join the streaming server itself, I have a subscriber only chat that I mean you'll now have for the next month. And let me send this. Okay. And we're done. All right, more or less set up, and I can start running through this. So, fun bit of personal lore here. When I first played this game, I went ahead to World 2, got my ass kicked. I went ahead to World 3, got my ass kicked. I went ahead to World 4, got my ass kicked even harder. And yeah, it wasn't till I came here to World 5 that I finally started making actual progress. The creatures are generally pretty weak, and there's only a couple varieties of them. However, well, the real challenge is first the heights, and then second the poison swamp. But if you've been through Blighttown, this place is nothing special. Aside from, you know, being the OG Blighttown, like I said. Also, I mean, kind of. Those don't usually still have spines attached. Yes, contrary to what it might appear, I'm not ready yet to follow a Serac in the path of demi-lichdom, though I still don't recommend that you enter my two new powers. It will not go any better for you than it will in a Cerarex Tombs. I could tell you I'm less prone to making use of Spheres of Annihilation than him, but that also could be just misleading you. I'll tell you, I had a good time with the Sphere of Annihilation in my campaign at one point. The players found, in my game, found a... they're going through a dungeon that used to be occupied by a witch coven, and not hags. They were properly just wizards that had kind of moved away from society. Yeah, it has all of our greatest weakness. It was properly wizards that had moved away from society. All female. They were kind of really big feminists. And this is actually taking from Forgotten Realms lore's inspiration too, in terms of them. But their fate was specific to my campaign. Now, while going through their dungeon, which I had to create from scratch, there was nothing to go off of for it. They find a room with a pit, and this pit is completely dark and completely silent. And there's a warning sign over it that basically the pit is for disposing of trash, and it contains a sphere of annihilation. Eventually, the players were able to befriend a witch's familiar who laughed at them be getting tricked, and then informed them that it was not, in fact, a sphere of annihilation. It was a permanent darkness and silence spell to conceal some treasure. Also, hooray and welcome, Arkid. Yay. Yeah, the players did do their due diligence. They dropped something in, but
Won't you
silence
buy
spell
something?
made
My
sure that
poor
they
child
wouldn't
is
get any
hungry.
information from that. Hey, filthy Wellman. I feel like you had something good. Is it the Talisman of God? Oh no, the Rotten Arrow stats. We had those particularly special. Good times.
Curses are wasted. Did that witch send you to torment?
Gonna grab.
Hello. How's it going? I caught the plague.
It goes.
Oh
I
yeah.
have food in the air fryer currently, so I'll have to go out and check that in a couple minutes.
Sure thing, sure thing. Oh yeah, for you and also for everyone else, let me know if there's any issues with the model, if it's, or if there's either with any issues with the model directly, or any issues with its rigging, animation, etc. If it's too bouncy or anything else, what y'all think? Um, we just got it done. This is the stream of testing it out. see, I had to even move my setup around to make it look nice.
I will keep an eye on it when I can.
Thank you.
The
Whoa.
only thing I think that I would have to say thus far is probably needing to find a border for it.
Border, really?
Well, that way it doesn't just hard cut off into nothing, or uh having it rest on the bottom of the screen.
Hmm. That's usually how I've.
Most PNG tubers most PNG tubers that I've seen are usually have it positioned in the bottom right, or if they do have it hovering above, because there's some UI thing in the bottom right, like for example your souls. They usually have some kind of like camera border thing that goes around it, so it doesn't just look like they're just hovering there.
Hmm. Could rest on top of souls.
Yeah, it could.
Alright, how's that?
I love it. I love it. I think it looks good there. And for other games, again, you could very easily just push it down to the bottom.
Alright.
No, you're the guardian of the souls.
This is appropriate. I just
Well,
wanted
seeing
the
as what you are, yes.
souls.
I just wanted the souls.
Nah.
Alright, Woody Woodpecker.
What'd you
I'll be
say?
right back. I'm gonna go check
Oh.
for myself. I said, alright, Woody Woodpecker.
Ah! I was wondering if Daniel would get that. Yeah, the enemies you have now seen just this far into the level pretty much are all the enemies you're gonna see in this level. Like I said, it's not big enemy variety, it's just enemies mixed with poison and disease. Or rather, plague. Anyways, I descended that prematurely. There actually was more up here. I was just trying to remember which way to progress, and I thought the lower way was to progress, but I came up here and I was like, hey, there's actually a lot going on up here. Am I misremembering? Is this actually the way to progress? Um, but, oh, no, I guess it turned around at the perfect time. I just had no idea. Alright, all's well that ends well. Now, on with the show! Yeah, I don't expect World 5 to be a big roadblock. I expect, I expect World I expect the next boss in World 3, and I expect all of World 4 to be a roadblock. This is where things get interesting. That's right. You know him. You love him. It's the boss of Resident Evil Zero. By the way, in a casual playthrough, actually, the way I would say is the easiest way to kill him is probably just to chuck firebombs down at him. He can attack us while we're up here, but his attacks are very slow and very inaccurate. Fire in general is a big weakness of his. If you can manage fire attacks of any kind, I mean, do so. And that's it, that's Leech Monger. With lower damage builds, his ability to heal can be a bit problematic. But even then, you just like use up the what's it called, turpentine, to infuse your weapon with fire, and you're fine. Yeah, real hard boss. Real easy to get stuck on, you know. I think the only reason it took me a few tries my first time through is because this was the first world I went to, and actually progressed through. But after that first time, and yeah,
The
no, that was the end of
soul of the
any
mind,
difficulty
key to
from him.
life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its. Art thou done?
All right, we're out of we're essentially out of the Upper Blight Town gravity heights, and now entering the Poison Swamp proper. Welcome to the place that I guess Miyazaki fell in love with. Really fun tidbit. I saw what was allegedly from an interview with Miyazaki, in which he was asked if Elden Ring would have poison swamps. Of course, this is prior to Elden Ring's release. In response to the question, he said, "I don't plan for poison swamps. I just work on the game, and they just happen. There I am working on it, and then oops, there's 14 poison swamps." Ooh. Yeah. Oh, rot swamp. Oh, multiple rot swamp. Still can't believe they gave us one that you can't even use a horse through, and it's super deadly version of rot as well. Yeah. Naturally, there's tons of items scattered across this swamp, and it's probably worth gathering most of them. There's a couple that I'd say we can probably just ignore, but I'll point those out when we get there, because it's one spot in particular that's just, oh boy, didn't need to be as bad as it is. I will again point out I also cannot see my poison buildup. I don't know at any point how far away I am from being poisoned. Um, that was a addition for Dark Souls 1. Ah, sweet. Broken sword. Now I'll tell you what isn't an addition to Dark Souls 1. This game's woman barbarian cannibal. I'm actually really lucky my shield caught that last attack. She hits pretty hard when it's not blocked. And as you saw, she also is doing a mixture of physical and magic damage, so she's pretty dangerous. I would say this version of her, and probably, oh man, maybe the Elden Ring version, or the probably the deadliest. Yeah, Cat Ring. I can now put that on for making falls safer. Speaking of, actually, let me show you something really cool. So it does the same thing as usual. Um, Decrease fall damage, but it won't save you from instant death. Look at that icon. Look at that beautiful icon. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's actually just one of the developers' cats. They just took a picture and put it in the game. Demon Souls gets lots of points from me for being the only one to just have an actual just PNG of a cat for its cat ring.
I just got back, and in fact, yes, that is one of the developers' cats.
Absolutely beautiful. We don't need it right now. We're gonna use that. Really just randomly someone's house cats. Hell yeah. And I remember my first time coming here, I actually struggled with this rock specifically. And with the ogre enemies in general. Outside of the very, very limited range of my attacks, I have to say this shield is pretty damn good. I kind of thought it'd be a bigger problem than it is. Especially from Demon Souls. Like, I kind of figured, alright, Demon Souls is probably going to be the one to have the least shield support. It's probably going to be pretty rough. It's not that bad. It definitely doesn't have much shield support. I mean, it's literally one shield that's built for offense, and that's it. But that one is pretty good. Just kind of all you need. No. Yeah. This is where my range becomes a real problem. Their collision hitbox and their range is not the same as my range. Also, as is tradition, Torch Hollows do unreasonable amounts of damage.
Gotta hug.
Huh?
Gotta hug.
Not big. See, Arcid can do that safely because Arcid's undead.
Being a vampire has its perks.
Now that we've reached the swamp level, we can start to loot the swamp. And there's an NPC. Uh-huh. Here she is.
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you
She's
not?
only here because we're at Pure
I am
White.
Selen of the West. I seek my brother, Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Estraya on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father. I heard an unflattering rumor about Saint Estraya. Have you met that herb peddling woman?
Yeah, the filthy woman from
She
earlier.
claims that Saint Estraya is herself a demon. That woman has no reason to lie. Surely she must be mistaken. I find something odd about this place. It brims with grime, but at once feels strangely pure. I find something odd.
So yeah, if we can still be in Pure White when we beat the final boss of this world, we can come back and talk to her. But yeah, that's only if the global network feels like staying Pure White that long. Which we ourselves can potentially influence by dying, because right now we're in human form. So dying is ill-advised. Ooh, that might be on the other side. Can I grab it here? Can I grab it here? No. Sadness. Alright, I think there was kind of a valley off to the side here. And then there's that rock. Now you see that rock over there, lit up by 3 lights. Those items are guarded by one of the most difficult encounters in the game. Those ogre enemies that I've been somewhat handily dispatching. Yeah, there's like 3 of them on that little island. And I cannot roll. Bad combination. Really, really bad combination. The loot that is there is not worth that encounter. It's not even that special.
I got on OSRS and I went over to the gemstone crab, or its spot that's closest to the bank, you know. And I saw 3 people, and I was like, "Oh, what's that guy called?" Because he's using a bone crossbow. So I right-click on it to see what his name is. Fatastartes, spelled with a PH.
Nice. Again, my attack arcs are the most painful part of this. On the bright side, camera aiming is a thing in this game.
If I didn't feel like I still had to rush because I know you want to do that quest, in OSRS, by the way, I would be tempted to just sit here and farm till level 99 range.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't go for 99, but,
I wanna.
well, don't do it all at once.
No. Yeah, no, probably not. I probably want to intersperse a couple other things so I don't get bored.
Yeah, you don't have to rush too badly. I haven't been actively playing much. Plus, I kind of want 90 in my melee stats before I do that, and that's gonna take probably months. Definitely weeks, possibly months. Oh shit. Ow. Yeah. Misty dude was a spellcaster. Ah, shit.
Now the only question is, since I'm here and I'm shooting a crab with a bow, what do I do now?
Oh, spice. Every time,
What did I have?
every time I use the Old Spice item, should just cut to me, playing Elden Ring. I'm on a horse.
Oh, so you mean like how, Chasing History, every single time he mentions hardtack, he intercuts that one fucking scene of him smiling and just tapping hardtack together.
The even better part is I've seen at least 2 distinct scenes of him doing that.
They're like very slightly different.
But you can tell he's recorded it twice. Just he uses both. But yes, exactly that. I have a special treat I want to show y'all over here, if the attack arcs allow me. Okay, I think we're good. So you see this mass of these guys? Well, it just dropped something along with them. It's not gonna help us this run, but it's cool, so bear with me here. Do I have... Okay, I've got plenty of item burden. Cool. Leveling health has its advantages. Alright, you see that shape there? We're gonna have to fight our way to it.
Goodbye.
Nice. Yeah. Many slugs handle it. Jeez, there's so many slugs, the game's freaking out. Withdraw weapon! There it is. Large sword of moonlight. We're at my side all along. My guiding light. Prepared Shy fans. RKG fans. Yes, good. So yeah, there it is. Legendary large sword that reflects moonlight, widely known in association with Moonlight Knight Vito. It's one of the few revelations from God. The blue crystal blade is composed only of light, so it's impossible to block with a shield. Yeah, add to that an 80% damage reduction to magic if you use it defensively, a weight of only 2, a durability of 900, S scaling with magic stat, and this is a really good weapon. Absolutely lives up to its legendary status in this game.
Hey, I know you.
It's her
Won't you
again.
buy something? My poor child is sick. He needs your help.
I don't know if I believe you. Anything new? Oh, there's the Mirrodin set. We're doing everything else. We're okay for now.
This place? It's a proper mound of rubbish. All the rot of the world, living or not, ends up here. I thank the stars that I still have my boy. Ever since that demon witch came here, everything has turned foul. This was a much better place before she came. I was the apple of every man's eye. You're here to rid us of her, aren't you? Well, don't show her any mercy. I thank the stars. Finish you, wretched penny pincher. Just like the children of the poor die, is that it?
Lovely lady. But yeah, there's her take on the maiden Saint Estrella. interestingly, Australia definitely wasn't a demon when she came here. So it's kind of an interesting thing for it to be getting said she is one now. It's our first implication of, can humans become demons? Well, maybe not our first, more like our second, I think. But, oh my goodness. Can I at least see him? Please, camera. PMMM.
Camera says no.
I know PMD. I've never played it, but I know it. I don't know PMMMM. Oh,
There's only three.
Madoka. Okay. I'll take your word for it. All I know about Madoka is that there's a cute cat who is very benevolent and gives people superpowers to save the world. And nothing bad happens as a result. Remember, you can always trust a magic cat. Pelea Magi Madoka Magica. Yeah, I just know Madoka Magica. I don't usually hear the Pelea Magi. I have heard it, I just don't usually hear it. I see. Oh, dear. Well, guess this is where I live now. Okay. Oh, of course. Man, if that hitbox lingered any longer, it'd, get to see that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's just not a point in even curing it. Thanks, spellcaster asshole. I'm gonna rip your guts out and then hang you by them. Shit, I'm slightly lost. Okay, well, wherever he is, he can't get me now, so let's pop that. Ah, one of these half move. There we go. Maybe I'll come back around over here.
Oh no. If that rumor is true and that decision goes through, then Halo dies.
Okay, firstly, yeah, and Arnie, she seems great for directions. Real pleasant lady. Think she'll just go, oh yeah, here you are. Go this way to go straight to hell. Because you're not paying me 1,000,000 gold, or 1,000,000 souls. Secondly, what's the decision's gonna kill Halo this time?
Rumor has it that Xbox is reportedly considering placing the Halo franchise under the oh-so diligent and watchful eye of Activision Blizzard.
Fascinating.
Yeah, if they do that, I think that that is the actual death knell of Halo.
Fair. Although look on the bright side, maybe they'll make a COD Zombies, but it's the Flood.
I doubt it. 343 has been far too afraid of legitimately everything.
Well, I'm saying Activision Blizzard.
When it comes to Halo. I know. But what makes you think that Xbox Studios and Microsoft are gonna have the balls to do something like that with Activision Blizzard, when they didn't have the balls to do something like that with 343?
Oh, well, goodbye, Crystal Lizard. Let's just follow the path of Destiny 2. Oh no, Narni.
It will, honestly. I believe.
Oh, that no. I hate everything. Slippery physics.
Well, at least it didn't kill you.
No, but it's a long ass run back to where I was.
I'll take a long run over death.
Yeah, but I'll still complain about it. Oh. That slug had a bunch of armor. Damn, I really am in the land of RKG fans. Oh yeah, Doggo helmets, female only. Oh, the whole Doggo set is female only. Gonna grab some water, use the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna make our way back while my invisible poison meter decreases. Alright, we're back, we're hydrated, we're refreshed, and we're hopefully poison-free. Let's get back to the city. Oh, get ready for, oh boy. A interesting boss, we'll say. There we go. Yeah, some of the physics on the slopes in this game are, interesting. Oh, hi.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
On a post on Twitter, or PlayStation posted on Twitter on July 1st, going important updates, news on physical discs for new games, news on the PlayStation Store on PS3 and PS Vita, with 2 links to do 2 different things on their site.
Yep.
That has been community noted 3 separate times because PlayStation keeps deleting the community notes. And before it was just like they were just getting noted of, hey, this is what you said, this is what you're planning on doing, so it was nothing bad. But it's been community noted again, and this time it says Sony is pushing a digital monopoly. Ending physical discs and closing PS3/Vita stores turns purchases into revocable licenses under Sony's control. The EU penalized Apple for comparable DMA abuses. PlayStation is eroding ownership and consumer choice the same way.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they're getting sued in a bunch of places over that.
In the US and Great Britain, the EU as a whole is planning on taking legal action.
Yep. Yeah, what Narni said.
They did that twice over the years.
They did, but yeah, they deleted their bunch of movies that people had already purchased. They deleted it even if you already purchased it from you. And then not long after did these announcements, which is interesting timing. Most companies are smart enough to put like at least a couple months between those two things. Yeah. Yeah, Domino's did that, and a lot of places have been following suit with joking similarly.
Yeah. I remember hearing someone, when I heard seeing someone say it was like that Sony has always been the butt of jokes. It's like, I mean, not really. Sony used to be one of the biggest players when it came to consoles.
Oh dear.
And
so this is why there's
there's
fires around the room. You actually want to burn yourself as a mechanic here.
Yeah, to keep yourself taking constant chip damage.
Yeah, I believe the flies also reduce your healing received too.
Yes.
Boss is too loud to hear Arcade. Yeah, the boss is too loud for me to hear anything. I don't know why this boss is unreasonably louder than anything else in the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those clouds he shoots out actually chase you around too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not far off. No, actually, the Dirty Colossus, I'll talk about it in a bit, but look at its head. Kind of got a scarecrow sack on its head. Yeah, that is important. Hallelujah. Yeah, peanuts. That one. Perfect. So, yeah, Dirty Colossus basically is a construct that the people of this valley kind of dreamed up as a defense. And that's a big running theme with this game is the demons take the form of myths and legends.
The soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost with art thou done? Main
Now the guild's not having to deal with that loud boss.
Yeah.
I said during it that someone in one of the servers that I'm in on Discord said that Sony is often the butt of jokes nowadays, and it's like, well, Sony wasn't always. At one point, Sony was like competing with the top people of the game when it came to consoles and games that were released. Um, but nowadays, yeah, definitely.
I saw it put best. The PlayStation made it by giving us games on discs for the first time. The PlayStation 6 is gonna die from not having discs.
Yep. I think that was a meme that I sent you.
I think so.
Or a thing that I sent you.
I think so.
And I agree, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, in case you're wondering, I left World 5 because the final boss of World 5 is a pain in the ass, and it's not like he's the world's hardest boss, it's just he's really, really annoying. And I'm probably gonna want better stats before I worry about him. Also, for those of you that have always laughed at FromSoft having enemies fly, but they're not actually flying, they're hovering, so they just fall to their deaths. Yeah, these guys actually fly. They do not fall to their death. Yeah, we don't need poison resistance anymore here. What we want is magic defense. As to no hit run, I don't want to think about that.
Oh yeah, that just occurred to me. I vaguely said earlier that I went to go get food, and I didn't mention it afterwards. I got fish and chips.
Classic.
Yeah.
No.
The way that...
Yeah, so that big thing that I looked up at is basically some kind of giant demonic flesh sack? Heart? It's beating like a heart, but really weird sounding. Yeah. Part of the issue is how Demon Souls in general soundscape is. Their music is beautiful. Their sounds are a little varied in how great they are. Part of it is the emulation itself struggling a little bit. I've looked into the problem, but I can't seem to find a solution. But audio tends to get a little iffy. This thing is more or less the original version of a concept they wouldn't revisit again until Bloodborne. It's very much akin to the Brain of Mensis. It's alright, we need to get some distance from it anyways to progress. And now it's just gonna fly up and shoot at me because, yeah, they decided let's make flying enemies and let's give them ranged weapons, because why not? We're just gonna ignore him because he's actually gonna just not land. Did you want to fight your enemies? No, we don't do that in World 3-2.
Lich boy.
Yeah. What was that?
I just said Lich boy.
Oh. Yeah.
Curious. Should I continue my playthrough of Halo 3?
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a fair point.
Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, I haven't used any. That's just how you restore your humanity. Lasso
Motherfucker
Halo
will not
3.
be yet.
Yet is the key word. You'll see when it's the lasso run of Halo 3, because we're gonna co-op that.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we're gonna co-op all of the Halo games on lasso, starting from Reach. So, you know, chronologically.
Well, we'll lasso all the games that we can, because 343 Industries / Halo Studios, whatever you want to let them go by nowadays, are bitches and haven't ported Halo 5 to PC.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have to skip Halo 5.
Ain't no probably about it. My Xbox is a brick,
And I don't
and
even
it's
own
not
it.
on Play Anywhere.
Nope, doesn't look fun. Yeah, no, it's pretty brutal. Hey, we got a Prison of Hope key. So, fun thing actually, I'm gonna come back down here. I'm gonna show you something interesting. Again, because we got lucky and currently the global tendency is in pure white, this bridge is not normally here. And you normally cannot go to grab this key unless the global tendency is white.
So,
I think black might make
which
it down too, but it has to be the far extremes.
what looked uh what didn't look fun? Lasso in Halo 3 or something else? Or what are the other games? Oh, my defense is 74.
Alright, you see this guy?
Are you here to fight the demons? If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
You see that helm of his and that shoto he's using? Yeah. This guy's the original Lautrec.
Except he's worse.
He's much worse.
Because unlike Lautrec, who just kills the Firekeeper and then fucks off, he will slowly kill everyone in the next
Well, what have we here?
Yeah.
Do you wish to die so soon?
We actually just want to kill him because he's that bad.
Why you?
Yep.
Oh. There it is.
So, the fun thing about 3 is 3 was made with the thought in mind of being able to at least complete it with Lasso as an extreme challenge. 2, not so much. And CE, not at all. If you think 3 looks like a pain on Lasso, Combat Evolved is worse. Because Skulls didn't exist with Combat Evolved. It was never balanced with the thought in mind of Skulls being a thing. That game is pain and suffering on Lasso.
No. Oh, good.
And let me tell you from personal experience, that's not even the worst fucking campaign in existence. Because I would give that to Halo 5.
What did that one do?
The first Halo game or not the first. No, I think it was the first. The first Halo game that I beat on Legendary was Halo 5. And that was fucking pain. That was the first game to, in a single player setting, make me rage quit. Because it has a reoccurring mini-boss that, on Heroic and Legendary, has attacks that can instantly kill you. Now on heroic, that's not that bad. There's very few that are insta kills. There's like 1 or 2 attacks that are insta kills. On legendary, every single attack is an insta kill. You can't get touched by him at all, ever. So it's just not fun. Especially because at one point, you don't have to fight just one of him, you have to fight 3 of him. It was so bad that I had to look up guides, and basically every single guide is like, yeah, if you don't do this in a very specific way, it's just pain.
Yeah, agreed, Marnie. Halo 5, sure sounds like a game.
It's not the worst campaign out of the series, because it's not Halo 4. Halo 4's campaign is the worst in my opinion because of balance issues. Halo 5 rectifies that. Halo 5's story, on the other hand, yeah, no, that's pretty fucking bad.
It's okay, because they finished the story in a book, like they did with Halo 4, like they'll probably do with Halo Infinite.
Probably.
Original Halo. We're gonna make books. They're gonna expand on the story told in the game, but you can play the games and not need books. Fucking 343 Halo. So most of the story's in the books, and we'll drip feed you a few things in the game that pretends it has anything to do with it, but really you'll have to read the books. Never mind, this book changing all lore and its canon. No, it's even better with WoW is... Alright, this is the definitive, we're not going to retcon anymore, definite history of the world. Fast forward another decade or so. Alright, so that was the history of the world as told from the Titan perspective, which is flawed and hiding things. And there's more things that we haven't revealed that we're gonna reveal in the next book. What's even funnier is they did an entire like ad campaign around that. Just making it this huge meme, putting it on all the advertisement and everything. And my understanding is the expansion that was all for Battle for Azeroth, which even the intro cinematic highlights the sword. Yeah, the expansion doesn't actually have much to do with the sword, and it's still just left there. Just like, man, I thought you guys were telling a joke when you did this bout of what sword. No, you actually just meant what sword. Your ad campaign wasn't trying to be funny, it was just being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, why do anything smarter? Why make any impressive story?
Yeah. Oh, pain. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah.
Um,
Is this, excuse me, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke? Don't you guys have phones? Those two are up there along with, you think you want it, but you don't.
you think you want it, but you don't. Entire.
It was Diablo Immortal. And yes, it was valid crash out. Fucking cash grab mobile game version of Diablo, which I heard from people who played it. It's actually pretty decent for a mobile game, but it's still a mobile game, and it's still definitely built for whales. And the farthest end game is definitely meant to just drain your pocketbook more than anything. Yeah, both those first two quotes come from the BlizzCon that announced Diablo Immortal, and then the last one I said was from the BlizzCon of Warlords of Draenor after they had closed the Nestarius private server of WoW Classic. Was them saying, "Yeah, you don't want WoW Classic."
You don't want WoW Classic. Meanwhile, they had to go and sue and close down a WoW Classic server because it was getting more attention than their own fucking game.
Yeah. FF14 1.0 server. Yeah. Yeah, probably not that one. Let's see.
Beesums.
Egg hatched. I'm going, you asking a guy that came in to fix a mess, had to fix it. We can't build, and asked for time. And the company was like, you have a year, and he asked for 4 or 5 years. Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a Final Fantasy 14 fan at all, but I definitely respect what they pulled off. I still think Final Fantasy 14 fans would have a better time if they played Mabinogi instead, but that's just me. I don't know what the part 2 doc have to say. Listen here, yeah, you wait, motherfucker. Yeah, Yoshi P did good. of people that I've seen will just kind of swear off a game because of a bad launch completely. It's like I kind of get it, but really gotta give respect to people who put things back together and fulfill the promises instead of just abandoning a game. Yeah, I heard about that. I think it was a lot more than 194 polygons. I could be wrong. Also, Ring of Avarice. We got the obtain more souls ring. I forgot it was obtainable as a pickup, to be honest. Okay, well, we're kind of out of easy options now. From here we can either rush this boss who sucks, or we can rush World 5 boss that sucks, or we can go to World 4 that sucks. Or 1,000 polygons,
Suffer
140
well.
lines of shader code. Yeah, that sounds more like it. I thought I remembered it being something just so obscene. It boggles the mind that they did it at all. How do you not even realize the horror that you're making here? Alright. So there's two components of why this boss sucks, and the first is the singular enemy that blocks the way to the boss. See all these bloodstains? Yeah, they're here for a reason. Best looking power pop. Who cares who crashes PCs? Yeah, basically. Yeah, all those bloodstains there, yeah, they're there for good reason. We want him to turn around, and then we want to rush him. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's something else over there too. Road spice. I'm on a horse. Now the second reason the boss sucks, I'm about to show you, because the second reason is the boss itself. I showed you the worst boss in the game last time. Now let me show you the second worst boss in the game. Meet the Man-Eater. Oh boy, the Man-Eater. Sponsored by Old Spice, yeah. This guy's been eating too much Old Spice. Now, a boss that knocks you back a lot and sits on a narrow bridge may seem bad already, but don't worry, it gets worse. Oh, there it is. He can fly. Where is he going? Wherever the hell he wants. He can fly. The AI doesn't actually know how to handle flight very well. Doesn't really make the fight any harder, it just makes it annoying. I spent years wondering why FromSoft doesn't make flying enemies and bosses. And then I fought this boss, and suddenly it all became clear. And now there's two of them. Yeah, I spent years hearing people say, oh, if you think the gargoyle from Dark Souls 1 is bad, you don't know anything. You never fought the man-eaters from Demon Souls. And I'm sitting there like, well, no, I haven't. What do they do that's so horrifying? A lot. A lot of funky ass things is what they do. Side note, but you see that animation there? That is a very bad animation. If they do that, if I allow them to do that, bite themselves with their own tail, they temporarily buff themselves and just hit way harder and get way more aggressive. Also, yes, you're seeing correctly, he is landing and then just attempting to run away and take flight again, and then getting confused and stuck. This boss sure is designed. It's not as awful as Flame Lurker, but oh boy. And yeah, it has ranged attacks, which we'll do once in a blue moon. Oh, alright, its tail is gone. We no longer have to fear the tail. And we're good. Seen this boss end no hit. Oh, jeez. I'll bet. I'll fucking bet it's ended no hit runs. Wait, so you have seen no hit runs of this. I mean, do you know what it is that people do to get around the what's it called? The Dirty Colossus's fly attacks? Or have you I'm sorry, is Man-Eater's the only thing you've seen no hit? I know you haven't seen too much of this game, but I don't know what you have or haven't seen specifically.
We are in.
Remember? Oh well. Before I swap the gear around, let me see. So I can put on the Gloom Helmet for a whopping 3 more points of physical defense. And, 4 extra pounds of weight. Oh yeah, this gold mask, by the way, is the, I think, second, one of only 2 items that increases your soul gain. It's female only. if you're playing a female, you actually can get more souls than if you're playing a male. Guys always gets hidden by other games first. Yeah. Yeah, one more point for fucking 2 more pounds. It just doesn't make any sense. For some reason, this is just the best armor, is the black leather set. The old guy hitting him. Jeez. Let's just throw 20 in there. You can't use that, sadly. Yeah. Just put all that away. Mm. Oh, I think I know what boss you're talking about. Yeah.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the
That's
lost, withdrawn
funny.
from it. Out thou
And completely deserved in that case. Alright, we're gonna finish World 4, or I'm sorry, we're gonna finish World 3 and World 5 momentarily. I'm just gonna do a quick be right back, grab some food. I actually think I have something that won't take too long, so it'll be just a couple minutes. And then we'll continue.
Alright, we're back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Actually, let's say Lord Rydell first. Well, I thought that's the key I'd gotten. Oh well. Lord Rydell doesn't actually have anything for us.
Just would have been neat. Ow.
Yeah, I think that key does open something important to getting to Rydell, but it might be something else in another part of the maze, and it's a whole process. It's not as simple as just, oh, yeah, walk up and free him and you're fine. Unfortunately. Um, there it is, baby's nail. Well, there was something kind of special about that loot. So again, we can't use it this run. That's just a pretty special weapon. Dagger coated with plague. Yeah, it's the only way to inflict plague on enemies. It'd certainly be interesting to make a run of it, but That's not this run. Let's just head over to the end boss. This boss is yet another thing that Dark Souls fans will find peculiarly familiar. Oh. Meet the old monk. And his robe. The robe was all that was actually animating that corpse. If a player invades you at just the right time in this region, then the player invader becomes the final boss. This game would be the first time they did that concept, which wouldn't appear again until Dark Souls 3, the final DLC, in fact. And yeah, not only is that person fire, Narni, but that is the same headpiece worn by Xanthus King Jeremiah in Dark Souls, who is himself a pyromancer. Now that thing of him being called Xanthus King is actually itself also a reference to this boss. As a couple NPCs implied earlier, the old monk is actually the king of Latria. But basically, he was a pretty evil dude, and eventually the queen banished him. While banished, he discovered a peculiar yellow robe, which granted him tremendous power, allowing him to return and take over. Also fun, but that robe and everything associated with it is a reference to H.P. Lovecraft. The King in Yellow. A peculiar figure in Lovecraft lore, as he, if it was a real player, that welcome, and yeah, it would have been pretty cool. It could have been, but it's really tricky. There's unfortunately not a lot of people playing on the this server, and on top of that, it takes such a precise timing of someone invading you and you activating this fight. Nice. I actually, I think I've gotten to have a real player like once with it, which is always a lot of fun. Glad you got to see that. I can tell you with Souls 3, I absolutely joined that covenant and had a great time being some people's
second to last boss. Alright, shield only old monk done. Would have been really funny to see us, not just for the sake of seeing a player, would also been really funny just for a player to walk in and see a dude with 2 shields. Monk's head wrappings. Hell yeah. You ever get the Covenant leveled up so you can use the special item, have those special abilities?
The soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou done? Main that.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting boss to figure out. More of a puzzle to solve than anything. Over 100 times, dang. I maxed out the Covenant. I don't think I hit 100 times. Nice, the best Souls game.
Go
Thank you,
forth,
thank you.
Garl Vinland. May you be unharmed.
And Garl Vinland's still such a cool name.
Leave us, slayer of demons. This is a sanctuary for the lost and wretched. There is nothing here for you to pillage or plunder. Please, leave quietly.
Kind of. She and Garl Vinland came here same as us to vanquish the demons. But she instead found a people that were kind of lost and abandoned. And she decided to embrace demonic power as a means of helping them. It's definitely a interesting departure from a lot of the rest of what we've seen throughout the game. Oh, John, you are the demons. Yeah, absolutely. It's meant to make you question, you know, are you actually here for the right reasons? Are you actually even the hero here? Of course, she's also sitting in a pool of plague and blood and plague babies, so there's that, but... I'm not as worried about more souls as I am about disease. There we go. Oh yeah, these babies are also the best source of some upgrade material. I forget which one. And it's pretty awful to try and gather. No, no.
Yep, here's where things get interesting. All right. Once more with feeling. Ow, ow, ow. This lock-on's actually gonna get me killed. Yes! Oh.
I have failed you.
I was actually a little worried about him. Alright. And now we have Estrella. And let's get out of here. Assume that, and let's just talk to her.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
And there you go. Made in Australia. Oh yeah, the music's changed now because
Thou seeketh so then
we're starting to get close.
Mind, key to life's ether.
Uh,
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
go for dexterity now.
Art thou done?
Hello?
Alright, that just leaves World 4 and the final boss of World 5.
You have a heart of...
I'm sorry, the final boss of World 1. My bad. It's World 4. Shrine of Storms.
You over there. You seem to have your head about you. Come here. I have a proposal for you. Do not be afraid. You have much to gain.
Yeah, no you don't.
I am Satsuki. I seek a keepsake of my father. Have you seen the sword inscribed? Makoto, I will offer you demon souls if you can help me find it. The Makoto chooses its owner, but he who harbors self-delusions should at once be warned. The Makoto is no sword for the faint of heart. The Makoto, but he...
Damn. He was actually really good for fighting skeletons. I was really worried about these guys. I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, it's funny you should say that, Narni. It's really funny you should say that, and I'll show you why in a little bit. Oh yeah, if you ever wanted to cast spells but you don't start out with the spellcasting implement, you can just come to World 4 and grab that there. Specifically fate spells, of course. Alright, we don't want to fight that guy while we've got other problems around. There's nothing on the next enemy. Oh yeah. Here's the token. I'm from a further part of the level, but I'm stuck in the earlier one just to really mess with you. Also meet the guy that you've got to farm for one of the rarest upgrade materials in the game. This isn't specifically the one you want to farm, but it's his kind of creature that you have to farm for it. Platinuming this game is a little bit of a pain, and it's just because of the every upgrade path achievement list. So that was not the way to open the gate. That's what the game's telling me. Yeah, don't mind those manta rays. They can and will hurt you from a distance. It's awful. So, you mentioned Smooth Silky.
Scary, give Sparkly me. Give Twinkly me. Me. You. Trade. Trade. Give me Sparkly Twinkly.
Meet the original. Works exactly how it does in Dark Souls 1. But there's not really anything that it has to give me this run. Ow. Mercury Dragon raised him on sparkly stuff. Are you sure that your sources aren't Mercury Dragons that were raised by Corvids? That actually is one of my favorite dragon jokes, is just when you match a talking Corvid together with a dragon, and they both agree on how great sparkly things are.
Yeah, you'd know, wouldn't you?
Can't imagine what you're trying to say.
Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Why don't you try to deny it?
Khajiit is innocent of these crimes.
You saved me. Heavens, I can't believe
No,
I fell
that's
for
a
that
lie.
trap. I suppose I owe you now. I'm grave robber Blige. As thanks, I can
For its
provide you
awkward
with
moment.
useful goods.
That comic was
Who
great.
can do with a little help down in these parts?
Grave robber Blige. Well, he's honest.
This shrine was used in a ghastly ritual by an ancient tribe. They've long perished, and now demons have put the souls to work. At least here you're killing things that are already dead, like skeletons and shadow lurkers. That's what I like about this place. Better than killing those poor, soul-starved humans, right? Nothing suits your fancy, well, don't be a bit of
Thank you, thank you. Very good happening. Have a good night. Rest well. Katana. Sure do love getting stuck. Also, welcome back, tutorial boss. Yeah, I don't mind the health tax from bombardments that I can not do that much about. It's pretty great. There's a reason I saved this world for last. Frankly, there's a couple reasons. That's a really big one. Normally the strategy would be to bust out a bow and arrow and shoot them down. It's tricky, but a little practice, you can manage it. Not an option this time. Alright, this is gonna be a little tricky. Adjudicator's shield. Actually, a decent shield. Whoa. Okay. Adjudicator's shield is special for two reasons. One, it gives heal over time. It's the original version of the regeneration shield. Like later versions, it is not a 100% shield. It's not that great as a shield, but it is okay as a shield. It's not miserably bad. It's just, you could do better, and you're basically relying on the HP regen to make up for what it's not doing. Or you can just have it on your back and pretend you're just not having a shield. Just have it for the passive, like people do the grass crest in Souls 1. The second part that's special about it is it's probably one of the most obvious telling pieces of the lore of what the actual nature of the demons is. Because if we look at it, you can just make it out. Large windshield depicts a brightly colored scene of the deceased being judged. On the other side, an epigram is carved in old script. Cowardly acts and the eating of birds must not be the deeds of a hero of storms. If the one being judged displeased the adjudicator's master, the golden crow, the deceased soul will be gnawed upon until nothing but their bones remain. And yeah, the image itself is pretty hard to make out from here, but it's more or less a golden figure with a bird atop it. Make it hard to be detected by black phantoms. Nice. Forgot about that, Vern. The regeneration ring. And we have one more black skeleton. Weapon broke. Oh, that's actually Not the biggest difference in damage anyways. That's my bad, I've been forgetting to repair. Alright, so why'd I highlight that description? Well, meet the Adjudicator of the Dead. This, for me, was how I figured out what was going on in this story. You can see his form is golden and decorated with seemingly sacred jewelry. And there's the bird. Like I said, the demons are just taking the form of famous myths. The hardest part of this fight is just figuring out how to kill it, and even that part's not that hard to piece together. But once you know how, it's easier.
I can. Do come back.
That then touch. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou done, main thine?
Hello there. You look terrible.
Oh yeah, he sells kunai now. Lots of arrows. This is the first place you want to go if you're doing ranged. You fool! You absolute buffoon! Raise an army against the dead to fight a lich? You know not the dark powers I command. Your sail for mine. I cast shield, prepare to meet God.
I cast gun, prepare to meet God. This is another one of his things that we liked. That was one of them, but I don't remember the other.
I don't remember right now. There were a bunch, though.
No! Don't let him be a squid napper! Oh, that's really funny. I laugh and accidentally let go of chuckles. That's another one.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Crystal Lizard was just like, if I'm gonna die, I'm taking my loot with me. Oh, okay.
As they be do.
As they be doing Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2.
Yep.
I find it funny that specific design concept they've gone back and forth on. Demon Souls, it's loot. Dark Souls, it's automatically given. Dark Souls 2, it's loot.
Oh,
Dark Souls 3,
the
it's
demons
automatically
haven't
given.
got to you, have they? Well, I'm in luck.
Hey, Patches.
You see
Look
that
at him with
pit?
the Adjudicator shield.
It's filled with treasure. But, I can't get to it myself. Go on, have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of. That's it. That pit just there. Go on.
Also, Patches is wearing the same armor set as I am right now. Aw, sweet. What's the loot?
Just gonna point blank this thing with a fuel rod.
No, jeez. How could this happen to me?
Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
The OG Patches kick.
Heavens! Did you fall for that little devil's trap?
Sure.
Well, I did
Thanks,
the same.
Patches.
He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
Umbasa. Sure you will.
Heavens. But pray.
Meet Saint Urbane. We were told about him a long-ass time ago. Also, because we're on pure white, we can get this corpse with the magic sword Makoto. Otherwise, the corpse would be out of reach up on that rock there. Yeah, if you want to learn prayers, this is also the place you want to go to because you want to rescue this guy.
Did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today? God has chosen you, and for that we are thankful. Umbasa.
Umbasa.
God.
You. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, I mean, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look. I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely.
Also, Patches is the only guy that we see in multiple worlds.
Come on, let's be friends. What do you say? No need to drag each other down.
He's still a good merchant back at Nexus, though, so we keep him. He also did safely push me to the magic sword Makoto, so there's that. Anyways, don't mind the Death Stranding before us. These manta rays stranding themselves here. This game also plays nicely on the concept of the depths of the ocean being in the sky with these guys. Again, the demons playing on myths and legends of the region and bringing them to life. We may want to just bypass these guys. They majorly suck. Fighting one of them would be okay, but fighting two is death. Plus, being on a cliffside and dealing with getting bombarded. Whoop. Important question, do I have the magic ring on still? I do. I like how the magic affinity rings work in both directions. You can get magic power, but at a decrease of magic defense, or you can get magic defense, but at the cost of magic power. Your attunement to magic in either case goes both ways. Yeah, we have the OG necromancers. Yep, there he goes. That's why I didn't want to follow him. That hole behind him was death. Don't mind the ghost trap, because this place is basically the catacombs and New Londo mixed together. Technically it's the other way around, but yeah, details. I've had times where I get seriously stuck on this level, so I was pretty paranoid going in. There still are some things that could go wrong. Like that thing. That thing can make things go wrong. We're not out of the woods until we've beaten the final... Well, until we've beaten the next boss, I should say. Alright, alright. Ah, there we go. Alright. Now for a boss that highlights some of my favorite design decisions about this game. Damn near did a Jacko pose. Alright. Look at the way he extends his hand out in front of him. The way he's searching around, how he just randomly attacks and looks around. That is incredible animation work. See? I touched him, and now he swings my way. I'm using the thief ring so I don't produce any noise, or else he would hear me whenever I make noise. See, he's quick to start smashing when he knows that I'm doing something near him. He is completely blind, and they actually programmed him accordingly. FromSoft is just that cool. Now, why is an old hero in such a seemingly tormented state? I believe we get a scant few hints that more or less he was a hero, but he did something that got him disgraced, possibly the eating of a bird. still up there. This thing is just a reflection of him. Spirit made by the demons. Let's boost that back up.
That the soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from it. Art thou done?
All right. Now, this is an interesting boss. For a lot of reasons.
Well, Gil, the drums have started. Good luck with your boss.
Oh boy. So this is gonna be awful. You may notice that my shield distinctly cannot reach these creatures. They're just a smidge out of reach. By just a smidge, I mean there's not even a shenanigan I can do to begin to dream of changing that. Unfortunately, the same can be said of the Storm King himself. Also, yes, this is the original Storm King. Long before Dark Souls 3 would give us the Nameless King riding the King of Storms. And withdraw this sword, we have the original Storm Ruler. Welcome to Demon Souls' mandatory weapon shenanigan boss. The only ways to kill them are with thrown weapons, bows, ranged spells, or the Storm Ruler. Demon Souls cannot be beaten, shield only. And it's purely this guy's fault. I do apologize, everyone, but this is the exception I mentioned when we first started. What was that, Arcade?
I was just gonna say, I mean, I wouldn't really count gimmick bosses, because see. That's technically what he is.
Oh, it is unashamedly a gimmick boss. And while Dark Souls, yeah, while Demon Souls is chock full of gimmick bosses, this is well, this is the only one with a gimmick that stops shield only. I have beaten this guy with a bow, by the way, and it actually works pretty well. I love how majestic they made him. While Stormruler does appear again with similar everything in Dark Souls 3, this feel of the fight isn't returned until Elden Ring Night Rain. Alright, get out of my hand, trash.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, art thou...
I... You come.
Thank you. We are.
Alright, let's hand over the magic sword Makoto. To the totally trustworthy guy that was looking for it. An ill-rumored katana mentioned in folklore is named for a giant in a distant country. When its unique long blade meets skin, it tears it apart. It's a wound that is said will never heal. It is a cursed weapon that devours the wielder's life energy. But despite this, warriors continue to be drawn to this katana.
You have found the Makoto, have you? Bless your good fortune. And, well, your good work. Now, just hand the Makoto over to me. What on earth is wrong with you? How dare you waste my precious time? Do you not want demon souls? Fine. Have it your way. A duel will settle this.
Yeah, if I give it to him, he will then just try to kill me anyways, but he'll have the sword. At least that's how I remember it. I think he does give you something for it, but I don't care. Audio's glitching. No, audio's still broken. Alright, 1 minute. I'm gonna let this intro play while I use the restroom real quick.
Alright, well, this has been way faster progress than I thought we would make, especially given the challenge, which frankly has not been as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually really curious what the other games are going to be like now, because this has been interesting. Anyways, one archdemon remains. One more stands between us and saving this world.
Thank God. We are in.
It's time, at last, to seek audience with the king. Bearer, seek, seek, lest. Ow. Ow. Alright, there we are, fire resistance.
And there's our good buddy Bior again.
Leave the flying lizard to me!
Alright, I think if we load this, it'll save Bior, maybe. Unfortunately, saving Bior is really, really hard on New Game. You need to be able to put out a lot of damage on that dragon.
Oh, it's you, is it? My father is up above. Well, what's left of him anyway. He's trapped. I began this quest in a search for truth. Please. For this key, inside the mausoleum, are my father's 2 swords. Soulbrand, use them.
Alright. We got the key to the mausoleum at last. I might make a pit stop by the mausoleum and show you guys what's in there, because it's pretty cool. And now we face the Red Phantom of Ostrava. Rune sword and rune shield. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the game's main opening theme. I know I do. I also fucking love leitmotifs. Why do I say that? Well, just listen. Also, that is Demon Brant at his side. His son didn't even realize his father's already got one of those swords. What a badass. Look at the way he walks. Look at the swagger in that step. Holy shit. This guy is pretty convinced that he is the storm that is approaching. Oh my goodness. Really? There's just no visual indicator that tells how far it actually extends. The air does not tell you correctly. There is a visual indicator. It is inaccurate. Yeah, if he's too much to overcome, his son did just give the key to the mausoleum to grab Soulbrand and match magic sword to magic sword. Oh no. That grapple that he just tried to do? Yeah, that drains your level. The drain is not temporary. You only get the level back if you kill him. But if he kills you, goodbye level.
No, if he kills you, it drops your level on the ground. At least that's what I've heard from Lemon.
I might be misremembering. I think if you fail to pick up your bloodstain, though, it is permanent.
Yes, if you fail to pick up your bloodstain, it is permanent.
Yeah. Either way, pretty brutal to even have as a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My poor everything. Love the way the air coming off of him is almost like wings. That reminds me, I've got to tell Pier, if you see this guy's look, that is basically the human equivalent of what I want McLamy to be like. Just looks like such a pure being, almost angelic, but is dedicated to just destruction.
How did you defeat my precious demon? No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
So there you go. We did not kill the real Alant. But before we worry about that, let's go visit the mausoleum. And there he is.
Thou who seeketh the king's sword, I am the old king. Show me thine strength, and the strength of thine souls. Prepare thyself, brave knight.
He wants me to prove myself. And boy howdy, is he damage resistant. Now luckily, I don't actually have to kill him. Unluckily, holy shit is he tough. I gotta play it careful. If you notice, he is wielding a sword much like the king did. Except his is Soulbrand, or rather a copy of Soulbrand, since the real Soulbrand is right there. You can kill him for his armor, and basically that's his funerary garb. The demon stuff has brought him back to life, but he actually has a fair resemblance to the man he once was. Which probably says a lot for how much of a badass he was. This is the first king of this country. I know this looks cheesy. If it wasn't, I'd be dead. Whoa.
Thou dost well to impress one such as me, young knight.
Yep, that's all we have to do.
I am old King Doran, and thou hast proven thine strength to me. Go forth and take the king's sword in thine hand.
Oh no, this is Demon Brand. Oh, okay, I think I had them reversed. Which one was Demon Brand, which one was Soul Brand? Demon Rending Blade, that's right, it's called Demon Brand, because it kills demons. White Blade forms a matching set with Soul Brand, particularly effective against demons. Old King Allant spurned the blade for the way its power increased, the less demonic the wielder's soul became. Essentially, the more your white personal tendency is. Which I believe there's only a couple ways to change your personal tendency, and the most reliable is to play co-op. Which is a little hard when the servers aren't very active. Similarly, you decrease your tendency by invading, however you can also decrease it by killing NPCs. Of course, the King's Sword that he did keep is the one that increases based on how dark your soul is. I think you could have them reforged into one blade because they actually started out as one blade. And got split in two at some point. But it's been a long while. I love a way to open a passage.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rune Shield's the best magic defense. Shield. Still pretty lackluster in terms of damage, but that's to be expected.
We are.
I can do come.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Man, what a gorgeous game. There it is. The Old One. The source of all demons. Source of the fog.
Old One,
The
I
source
have
of
brought
magic.
thee what thou wishest. Thy new demon. Come now, be good.
Oh, we need to go into it, but let's take a moment to appreciate this area. A vast sandy waste, dirt, blasted imagery seemingly melting away. An ancient civilization. The ruins of the previous world. Yeah, FromSoft would go on to use a lot of this. Going into Dark Souls. The creature itself is particularly fascinating. I mean, look at the size of the weapons in the area, let alone the weapons plunged into the creature's hide. It's like they've tried to kill it before. Stronger things than us have tried to kill it before, but it doesn't die. Moreover, throughout the game, there's a split between the mages and priests. The mages believe that studying magic is a good thing because you can fight back the demons and use it for other potentially good things. The priests believe that magic is a sin and a terrible thing, and only faith-based magic is good. But you can find a talisman that casts both miracles and magic, and upon the talisman is depicted a picture of God. And yeah, for the most part, the priests of this world don't have many depictions of their god anymore. They don't really know what it looks like, but that depiction is this creature. It's god and demon both. It's the source of everything. Very, very powerful, very ancient.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
And very Lovecraftian. Let's enter Azathoth. Frankly, the blind idiot god isn't far off from how this thing is.
Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Oh, we accidentally skipped some dialogue. Well, basically, he's asking us what we actually intend to do with our power. Meet the real King Alan.
That fills this world. The faith poison with poison. God is merciful. And so created the Old One. The Old One will feed on our souls and put an end to our tragic realm of existence.
Those things that were once eyes on his head still has Soulbrand in what once were his hands. This is what really awaits those that follow it. But here is also the game's thesis statement. And at last, the revealing of motivations. Alan didn't come here for power. He didn't come here and greed, that sort of madness.
Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
He came here out of complete devotion to nihilism. And here we have the most definitive good versus evil ending FromSoft ever does until Elden Ring. Do you choose nihilism? Or do you choose hoping and trying to renew the world? Give it another chance. Elden Ring would revisit that option with the 2 fingers versus the 3 fingers. There's all kinds of options you can make, but you can just give in to nihilism exactly the same way and for the same reasons as King Alan. Well, I know what the wall would choose.
Thine work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Yeah, if we kill her, we get the bad ending.
At last, my duty is fulfilled.
She'll put an end to this. If you do kill her, you do get confirmation that her threat at the start of the game was accurate. She is actually the most powerful demon there's ever been. But she's been using that power for good this whole time. That's also why she has to be blinded.
Along with the maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together.
I like the shields flipping into each other.
A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
That's it. That's shield-only Demon Souls completed. The song that plays if you choose the bad ending is also playing off of the game's main theme, which is pretty great. Sounds like the audio got stuck, sadly. Oh yeah, that was definitely the audio stuck. I'm just gonna skip ahead. And yeah, you never get to go to the tutorial again unless you make a new character. It just instantly takes you here.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will be
Okay. Wow, the audio's completely lost it. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's fixing. Okay. I was getting a little worried there. Kind of overwhelming. So, yeah. Like I said, that was Demon Souls. A lot easier than I thought it'd be. Shield only. I really thought it'd be a lot worse. Thankfully, they gave one shield weapon option. I love the game, but it definitely hasn't aged as well as some of the successors did. I think it's worth revisiting. I think it's definitely a good game, and I don't mind replaying it from time to time. Um, but I do understand this is not necessarily a game for everyone quite as much as some of the sequels are. It's pretty awesome to see where a lot of their ideas started, though, and even then, there's some ideas that extend back further to some of their even older games. Of course, Demon Souls didn't sell well enough for Sony to be happy, but it sold well enough for FromSoft to be happy. So they gave its director, who, by the way, took over halfway through development, another shot. A shot at making a game that he would have control of from the start. That game would be Dark Souls, and we will be visiting Dark Souls unless something comes up suddenly tomorrow, and we'll see what that looks like, shield only. I don't really have much else to add here, so thanks for coming. Take care of yourselves. A pleasant night. We'll return next time with Can You Beat Dark Souls? Shield only. Naked.